Start your engines, feel the thrill. Epic battle, gives a chill. Overtake, oh so sweet. RRF1 can't be beat. Free divisions on the line.
Good evening and welcome to the RF1 Monday Division. Tonight is round 13 of season 13. Some might see it as a bit of an unlucky number, but we're at Spain this week. And so far we've got 12 drivers, because I'm not sure if we've got, I think we might have a couple more maybe getting in. I think Mark might be joining a little bit late. And then we're ready to go. So we've already got Gareth in the chat, McLaren's #1 fan, ready and loaded here. Yeah, I thought Sawyer in the McLaren on the real F1 race, Gareth the lawnmower. Turns out it was just Lando. It was the only interesting thing that happened in that race, I think. If you hear that in the background, my son's being a little pain in the bum again. I think we're just waiting for Tamas to select his car as well. He hasn't chosen it yet. We've got a couple of full teams. The Astons have both turned up. Both McLarens both turned up. I think both the Alpines as well, Ali and Betchers and the Gaza. I told Lando it's the proper line to take. Yeah, I don't think it quite worked for him. I think what Max did, he because he was ahead, he just held his line. He could have moved more left. He thought, nah, I don't need to. He's come out unsafe. Actually, the Dark Mark's just popped online now, so he might just be making it. Ali says, time to get some points back from Massey. Yeah, Massey. Funny enough, we're racing in Spain. That's where Massey is at the minute. He's probably got his feet up, pina colada in his hand. So he's enjoying the real Spain weather. And Moss G, all the Williams showed up as well because there was only one. That is a good point. DK, anyone else able to get on and join? So I know Minion did put a bit of a request out. There's a bit of a hub where we have quite a lot of like the admins, and they all share them in different leagues as well. And there's not been loads of interest, but I think what it is, it's the half term for the kids for Easter. So I think some people are on holiday, some people are doing things with the kids. Either that or they saw it was round 13 of season 13 and thought, nah, I ain't doing that. It's too many unlucky numbers. But saying that, it is Dark Mark's lucky number, so I wonder if that will work in his favour tonight. Gareth, Wales is next week. I've got a family in the Rhondda Valleys, and theirs always seems to be out of sync with ours. But then down south where I'm originally from, theirs seems to be the week before sometimes. It's all a bit weird. That's a good point. It's the 13th season, round 13, and they've got 13 drivers in. Is it just meant to be a super unlucky race? I think we're now just getting ready to go. It will be short qualifying because we've got less than 15. So where we'd normally have the Q1, Q2, Q3 is just short quali. So just in case I know some people are sticking mediums on for Q1 normally, they might just want to change that possibly. Because if I do sound a little bit croaky, it's there's somebody who had a bit of an issue with kidneys. It's I think it's not my immune system for 6. Now the kids have brought a cold in. Watch our black screen in a minute. Here we go. So let's go through the drivers we've got tonight. So we've got reigning champion Ali Fawad Khan, gaming minion, JJ Lato. Because I think it's his third race in a row now, so if he's interested in a full-time seat, I know there are some available. We've got Towley, Whitey, the Dark Mark, Gareth Minimad, Betchers, DK, Dumar, Master G, Brewdog, and Tamas. I did note Miss as well, a full Haas team as well. So that seems to be the ones that have turned up are fair few have turned up as teams. First one out, Betchers. I know we did have a message from Gareth about the little kink as our turn, but did have a look at it, and it definitely is a turn. Be the one Betchers coming up to shortly, so it's not this one. But it's this little kink he's coming up to, and they class that as turn 6. And this one's coming up to is the turn 7 and 8 chicane. Turn 7 is called Worth. That's probably killed pronunciation. I don't know why it's called that. I think it's a German word. So I know a Dragoon will like the name turn 3. It's called the Renault Curve. I don't know if it used to be a sponsorship, possibly. I haven't got a clue. There's a track in real F1 from next season. I believe we're not going to have this track anymore. I think it's is it the Mad Ring or the Midrid Ring, something like that. It's got some weird name, but you know we're going to kill it with puns. Here's Betcher now on his first fast lap. Going through Repsol, which is turn 4. Look at that on the right there. There's that little kink now, which is turn 6. Through Worth, the chicane. But this corner is called Campsa. And this one, I had to look at the pronunciation of this turn it's coming up to, but this is La Caixa. I think it translates to the box. This one's coming up to now is the Bank Sabadell. This one is Europcar, but then obviously the old chicane that used to be there isn't there anymore. And it comes around the final bend. 1:14.5 for Betchers there. White is on an out lap. Might be Mr. Master G next. No, it's Towley. Whoever Bundy is, Bundy's joined. Towley, the 1:12.8. And McLaren's going to give each other a bit of a tow here. And they've got Gareth going round first. 1:12.7. Up to 10th up Towley there. I think DK is getting the tow, but he's just starting his lap. There's a little bit of one. And Missile Alley with the 1:12.4. With Master G coming around the final corner. Oh, these are validators. Bundy is left. Brewdog in only his second race as a full-time driver in Monday Division. Because he has opted for the medium tyres, I can see. Still a 1:14.3. So I wonder if some are doing medium still want to save softs for the race, or I'm not sure. Hopefully they do know it is short qualifying. Yeah, I can see Towley, Brewdog, Whitey and Dartmark all on the mediums so far. I think sometimes some drivers do a banker lap on the mediums, and then they'll do the fast one on the softs. So I wonder if that's what some of them might be doing. There's JJ Leto, his first timed one here. DRS wide open. Just behind Ali. 1:12.530. Boxing. I wonder if Brewdog might be boxing. Not got the flesh and fuel, but No, he's going again. I've not had my old friend, the RRF1, Ted Kravitz, tell me what the weather is yet, but it looks like it's dry so far. Oh, actually, I have had a message. It's come through really slow on my phone. Dry all the way through. Apologies there. It didn't come up on the notification, but I just click through on the old Discord. I can't see it was set about 3 minutes ago. As I missed that Gareth there doing a 1:12.1, he's gone quickest. See what this little blue dot is? That is Master G. He's boxing. So I'll stick it on with Tamas, who've not watched any of Tamas yet this evening. It's saying he's set a purple Middlesex, but I know sometimes it's a glitch with the older, one of the old EA bugs. Come around the final couple of corners now. Getting a bit of nice toe off one of the Alpines, I think that might be. Across the line. P4 so far, 1:12.560. 300 exactly behind Latto. I know Tamas was one we had a bit of difficulty with before the season, because we'd never seen him in a 50% race before. We'd seen him in 100%, but obviously that's for realistic cars. But definitely, I think he's putting it in there that he should be in the top 10, really. Latto 1:12.1. 400's quicker than Gareth Minimad. It's all getting a bit quicker now. Like, that's one of the Astons next round. They've invalidated those Duma. Brewdog is behind him, but he is out of fuel. Ali's on an outlap. A quick look at Betcher's. Betcher's is on a timed lap. He's 400 slower on that occasion though. He's staying P9, isn't it? Dartmouth comes to the box. Always give a little kiss up the bum to his cousin. Kissed his cousin on the arse. I don't think he's given any of them, or I hope he hasn't given any of them a grid penalty or everything silly for that. I know the game can chuck them at you for something like that. Yeah, Latto's boxing. I'll watch Dumar on his lap now. Come up to the old Lakaisha. Really tight left-hander. It's one you often do see some people really pushing. They can often go really wide there. I was going to say sometimes people like using that curb lot on the left, but there's something I'll be showing everyone during the 5-minute break why you might want to avoid that curb. Massey, good evening, Massey. I was saying earlier, you're into the real spam. You might have your feet up with a pina colada or something. So you'll have to confirm if that's the case, or a beer or something. Yeah, Ali said he wants to claw some points back on you tonight. Which driver's next on the fast lap? McLaren's almost racing each other there. They're both on outlaps at the minute. Is Gareth going to give DK a tow? But if he's not, DK's something very close otherwise. I imagine he's helping him on this lap. And he goes in the box. He was about 3 seconds slower on lap. I think that was his in lap. Master G hasn't got a time yet, but he's put himself up 2 P6 or 1:12.590. Did it say if someone leave then, or? Quickly had a quick look at the Discord, the old stream chat, and it was back. I saw something pop up at the bottom. If anyone has left, you can just give me a quick shout. I can send them an invite back in. Gareth should be using this one now. Swap round. He's getting a bit of tow from DK this lap. Master G will be boxing. He just put enough in to get that time down. And Whitey is on a lap, but he has invalidated. That might be Towley behind him. Yeah, Towley's on an in lap. Keep an eye on Latto here. Is a 10th up after the second sector there. A 10th. Don't know if that's going to be quite enough. It'll be close. All depends what he does in this final sector. It was enough for 1:11.8. Let's put him on provisional pole at the minute. Gareth comes into the box. Brewdog coming round. It's 4/10 quicker, but I don't know if he moved position. Tamas is about 10th and a bit up on second sector. We had a bit of a wobble there. Oh, he's turned into a lawnmower. Doing the old Lando. I think we've had Gareth the lawnmower, we've had Daft Tim's mowing, and now we've got Tamas landscaping. Whitey will be boxing. I think he'll have enough time, probably just if he can get in and out for one more run. See what Betches is doing. Was an improvement there. About half a second for Betches there, and he shoots out of the way for DK. So DK, I believe, was the pole sitter yesterday, but he had a bit of a technical issue that kicked him out. I think he said it was his power or something. I know he's had a bit of an ongoing joke in the TSD server with Master Spread. Spread said, oh, he's the #1 driver, and yesterday in qualifying he was. Oh, Tamas, that's not the right way. Well, bits of his car is left in the gravel there. I wonder if he's caught a bit too much of the curb. I've done that before, and it throws you across from the right to the left. Tally just starting his final run now. Master G as well. There's not many on a lap at the minute. Look, we're going to have a whole load just shoot out all at one go. Twitch has been a bit few. It says more messages below, and you click it and there's nothing below. Brewdog is don't think he's improving. He's retired from the session. So far it's a P9 for him. The Minion hasn't set a time yet. I know he has been having a bit of some technical issues, so I have to see how he goes on with that. So if it does go silent, it's just me grabbing a drink. My throat is a bit terrible. Quite a lot of these drivers now just starting their final runs. So watch Dartmark at the minute, he was down in P11. Guess we'll be expecting to get a decent time in here, hopefully, and push himself up. So especially with some of the other drivers who normally rival, like Massey, like Ali, he's in the mix up there with him in the table at the minute. Got a car quite close to him as well. That is it YT? No, that's not YT, it'd be Duma. Betches is done for qualifying as well. Shows Towley is currently P2. Ali's 2/10 up. Ali's put himself P2. Couldn't quite get the pole. 1:11.9. Down to Dartmark. Comes around the final bend. Wouldn't have improved as much as he would have lied. P9 for Dartmark. Lato has improved a 1:11.7. So I think he's definitely going to be on pole this evening unless DK pulls out a crazy one. DK was 3/10 down after the second sector though. Yeah, DK's given up on that one. And that's it for the short quali. I missed if Minion got a time or not there. I mean, you did get a time of 1:13.4. So we're starting just behind Betches there. So Leto on pole, Ali starting second, and Towley, Gareth, DK, Dumar, Master G, Tamas, Dartmark, YT, Brewdog, Betches, and Minion. I say Brewdog, the only driver separating the three relatives there. because the brothers Betches and Whitey and their cousin Dartmark. So now I've got a 5-minute break. I was mentioning earlier, I've put a little bit together with obviously with it being round 13 of season 13, the lucky one. Put together a bit of the mishaps we've had in previous seasons at this track. So I'll put that on for yourselves now.
gonna be safe, and we're all gonna have a great time. What in the Jesus Christ was that? We're all gonna be safe.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but ain't he leading the table at the moment? Oh, is that a car gone miles wide? I think that's Jock or Scott. Oh, there's a Williams.
Oh no!
Oh my days! What the fuck?
Just came back on the circuit like an idiot.
Oh, Atkins has missed the piss.
It's the most foolish moment in racing history. Every driver in racing makes some mistakes. Even legends once in a while make an error as well. But out of those, there was one mistake which was so stupid, it almost even ended his career.
Ronaldo, it's there to be hits!
EA Sports. Go fuck yourself.
RRF1, feel the vibe. Fast as lightning, never lie. On this track we dominate. Watch us now, we can't be late.
I hope you enjoyed some of those mishaps we've had from previous seasons. Because I think most of them come last season, season 12. And I think the one with the Ronaldo, I think that might have been TSD. I had to include that one. That one cracked me up. But yes, I've just put the tables up. I can see Gazza says P45, McLaren's closest constructors on track. Just have a look where how McLaren are doing in the table. P7 at the minute. Because they've got a bit of a gap, obviously, there's only one reserve this evening. And some of the teams above them, I think, either haven't got many drivers or they might only have the one driver, so we'll have to see how it pans out. As I can see, Master G is laughing at the video. He'll definitely be wanting to pick up some points. So we'll be putting out a bit of an advert for some drivers as well, because I know obviously we had a few leaving. I think we lost Gavin Bass last week. Obviously, Master G, hopefully we can try and get you a teammate. Yeah, I see at the minute Massey is 85 points ahead of the Dark Mark at the minute. So it's more than 2 wins ahead. So even if Dark Mark can pull off a win, he'll be hoping Massey's not here next week or has a bit of a longer holiday. Because now Ali, we wanted to catch up as well. He's only 6 points behind Dark Mark. It was interesting to see how many people can get that extra bonus as well. Only 4 people got it last week. And I can see Nightbot's just popped up all the tables on there. If you're interested in the Wednesday division at all or the Saturday division, they're all on there as well. As we're just on the formation lap. Oh, I see what you mean now, Gareth. Fourth and fifth, you and DK. So, yeah, as a team together, you can try and keep that. That'd be a very good result for the McLaren team. You might notice Nightbot in the chat again. I fixed the old Saturday, so it's showing Skin Shaggy on there now. That's one thing that was pointed out to me last week. We've got that rectified. So I know, as Whitey mentioned, it's a completely dry race. I was watching one earlier when I was doing a bit of some research about Spain, and there was a really crazy one. I was watching 1996 here. It was absolutely mental. I said some of the drivers saying it was more like a motorboat race. There's one that Schumacher won, but he said it just felt horrendous. Yeah, it looks like no rain today unless EA are playing games with us. I've noticed as well we're all in a Red Bull sandwich. JJ Leto starting in the Red Bull at the front and Minion at the back in that unlucky 13th place in the Red Bull as well. But JJ's pulled a bit of a gap, or Ali's sat back a bit there. He's like, yeah, you can wait a little bit longer. I want the warmer tyres. Master G so far is the only driver that missed his pit box. One light, two lights, three lights, 4, 5. As Dragoon would normally say, pedal to the metal. Lato's had a really poor start there. Vitali might even get him here. Not quite, but Lato has tapped the back of Ali slightly though. The older Verstappen into Spain. People might remember from I think it was 2000 with Hamilton. But everyone's got round. Betch has actually gained a position on Brewdog there. And Dumar on Gareth Minimad. About 4.5, now 4.6 from the McLarens. What they don't want to have in the McLarens, remember the older Mercedes around here, if you remember the old Hamilton and Rosberg. I saw a hilarious video earlier, it was Rosberg on the F1 game, I think it was a couple of years ago. And he was going through all the different tales like a guide. And he got to the one where he had the accident, he was like, yeah, I've got a really bad memory of this one. He said, oh yeah, and when I get to the next corner my memory comes back. Shame I didn't get it during the break, that was quite a funny one to watch. Get all the bits and bobs up. Like I say every week, they should have it so it stays on. Look at the tyres as well. So Lato's starting on softs, most on the mediums, and we've got 4 on the hards. So split strategy with the McLarens. I've just seen as well, we've not got many on Xbox this evening. So for the podium, there's only a handful of can invited. Brewdog, Dartmark, Tamas and Towley. So if any of you are listening, you'll probably be invited in, even if you end up further down the grid. Master G and Tamas. So keep on this gaggle of about 3 or 4 cars here at the minute. I'm saying that everyone's still really closely knit, apart from Gareth. Between Dumont and Gareth, got a little bit of a gap. So he's on them hards. Towley getting the fastest lap so far. Be interesting to see how long these softs go. So I do know when you have some of the Wednesday drivers do sometimes watch the Monday. So there'll be some interesting data for them. Just Ali, I can see he's in P2 at the minute. That's actually where he finished last season. Let's have a look earlier. RRF1 season 12. Blonde won the race, he was reserving, but he did a mental time in the qualifying, a 1:11.8. No, but Ali won that. He didn't win the race, come second. Massey in that race come P4. That was the one where he saw the crasher went duh, 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 in the break. That was the race with that crash. Djokovic I don't know how it didn't kill Atkins' car. He completely lost it coming round that curve. Then swung back around to the other side of the track and then decided to reverse in front of everyone. And then he left the server. So yeah, safe to say he's not racing RRF1 since. There's front Gagler car just pulled away slightly. 4 seconds now between Dumar and Tamas. Tamas who did get past Gareth. I say Gareth is going for that longest stint. He'll be out on the hard still, where most of these softer mediums are going to be boxing. So we'll be hoping it works for him. As we're all going around that final turn, I do prefer it with the curve. The chicane is always where I used to bugger up. You'd have a really good quality lap, and if you muck that chicane up, it just ruined everything. I know turn 7 and 8. I know some people don't really like. Oh, Dartmark there with a good overtake on Whitey there, sneaking up the inside. Do know turn 1 you can sometimes do the old switchback on drivers as well though. If you can get them just to go that little bit wider, you can go sort of cut it in and then undercut more when they go a bit wider. I remember having one with Mr. Betches actually, just gone on board with, and his car kicked out there when I've done the undercut and his car's gone sideways. No! Up to this top battle looks the closest at the minute. Ali will be eager to try and get past Lato. So Lato is the only reserve tonight and the only scoring reserve. That's what I meant to say. DK the first with the penalty, so he's missing on that bonus this evening. That double overtake there, almost. Lato managed to keep it P2. So DK is getting himself involved now. I'll go on board with Towley. DK right behind him, Dumar right behind that. And right in front of him, he's got to sort of like this. You have to watch in front and watch behind. Enjoy the eyes everywhere. I've noticed no one's been caught out by the evil curb yet. I don't know if they fixed it in any updates or it's just as and when it chooses to throw people. I know we saw, was it 2 or 3 examples in that video break. I think most drivers are trying to avoid it as much as they can, to be fair. Whitey with 3 seconds. There's almost a Constantina there. I was just watching with Towley DK. I think one of the cars ahead of him tried to take a slightly different line. It sort of had a little bit of a knock-on effect there, but luckily no one's come away with any damage. Just a little bit of a bum kiss to each other. So look at this, 5 of them all wanting to fight for the lead. So we have split into 3 little groups looking at the track map. So I've got a little gaggle of Tamas, Dartmark, Whitey, and then a little bit of a gap, and then we've got Gareth, Master G, and all the others behind. It's definitely this front five they're pulling away from the rest at the moment. Ali looks like he's going for a move on Lato. He's done it. Towley as well. Ooh, Towley almost went for a move on Ali. He thought better of it just as he was going in. Towley's a driver. I know he hadn't been racing for a few years, but he sort of took him a couple of races, but he slid straight back into it. Well, that muscle memory and everything come back. So 13 years, maybe. Thanks to everyone that's tuning in and watching. I was just seeing one of the viewers' names. It's I thought it was a wrestler name, but it wasn't. It's Stone Cold Steve Autism was one of the viewers. Not seen that as a viewer before. Yeah, he's definitely not a WWE wrestler. It's interesting to see how long Lato is going to take. These softs done 8 laps on them so far. So is this the point where the hard is starting to feel a little bit better maybe? So Gareth just overtaken Master G. At the back, Minion's done Brewdog. Brewdog that's down in P13. I think this might not be a track that it's even track the Dartmoor's not really enjoying, or because that rush back he's not had too much practice on this evening. But he's P7 at the minute. I think White must have got past him at some point. I say good display by the Aston Martin team in the middle. They're sitting P5 and P6, Dumar and Whitey. I was mentioning about Dartmoor there, but he always seems to pull out a strategy or try something completely different, and it usually works for him. Towley's lost out to 2 there. So it keeps being for these top 3 at the minute. It seems to be a bit of a DRS game. Every time they get to that straight, whoever's sort of second, third keeps getting past. It will be interesting to see what the undercut's like here. One of these decides to jump in a bit earlier, maybe Towley. So maybe Ali thinks he'll go in just before Towley, see if he can do that. I know some of these tracks you can sometimes get a bit of a 2-3 seconds on the others. I think our closest at the minute, just looking down, is Gareth and Tamas. So Lato back up to the lead, and Soft still seems to be holding on alright. Wonder is he trying to soft to medium or soft to hard, just something a bit different? Dumar and DK having a bit of a battle just behind the top 3. I mentioned DK, we're hoping he doesn't have any issues tonight. Then another strong qualifying. Looking behind Dartmoor, you've got Whitey, Tamas, Gareth, Master G. Betcher's not too far behind that. I just remembered another big accident I didn't put in the older video beforehand, because I think Massey, if he's still watching, he'll remember it, because Massey commentated on it. It was season before last, and it was there was a 6-way crash on the straight at the safety car restart. And someone's gone and thought, oh wait, I jumped too early, slammed on, and then it just caused a massive crash. I was going to have called it some garnish. It was. I just remembered that one. I should have included that one. As I mentioned garnish, we've not had any garnish tonight. It's been a pretty clean race. The only thing I can remember was Tamas in qualifying, shooting across and losing a bit of his front wing. But apart from that, the race has been, apart from some little bum taps, been otherwise really clean. Definitely these front 5 are running away a bit. 9 seconds Dark Mark has got between him and DK. That's what's happened to Whitey. Wonder if was it that curb? So I missed it. Dark Mark. I know I was mentioning sometimes try something different. He's one of the first to box. What tire's he going on too hard? Wonder if any of the other drivers around him, like Whitey, or any of them would be tempted to react to that. If I'm correct, I believe where these guys are now is a DRS straight, as well as on the main straight. Because we've not really seen any overtakes on that one. It's always one that sort of teases you, I think. Helps you get a bit closer, but unless you're right behind them as you're coming into that curve, it's not really one place to overtake. So Lato is pitting, 12 laps on the softs, pitting at the same time as Towley and Dumas. Let's see if this makes any, is it going to make sort of any undercut here with Ali and DK and stayed out. There's a couple others pitted as well, because Master G has reacted to Dark Mark, Whitey has as well. Dark Mark has passed them both. He's gone into P11. As I've just noticed with Towley racing, I've not heard from Not in the Kitchen this evening. But I can see it's not shown on the viewer list. It might just be a glitch in there. Just if any of you did see Dragoon earlier on, he's had to sort of retire from the Monday commentary with his new job and with family. I say he's still doing the full-time racing on the Saturdays and hopefully the Wednesdays as well. I see Ali and DK now. They're boxing. Keep an eye on Towley and Lato. Towley's going for a move on Minion. Yeah, Towley's done the old undercut. He's come out ahead of Ali. So DK's come back out behind Dumas as well, so that's not really worked for him. Because I want to miss who hasn't boxed. Betcher's up in P2. Got a bit of a battle here with Tamas as we turn 7 and 8. Through La Campsa, turn 9. Towley's going for a move around the outside here on Brewdog. Keeping it in there, and he's done it. Up to P4 for Towley now. Tamas is boxing now. He's on a slightly different offset to the others. A couple of laps, newer tyres he's going to have. We'll see if that might help him towards the end. Up to P5 now. Minion, another driver that's not boxed yet. So it'll be interesting to hear after the race how he has been doing with these technical issues. Yeah, Lato gets past as well to P6. Yeah, it does look like a soft medium for Lato. So will the mediums go that way? Like some took it 14 laps, so getting to about like 30. So he might be a bit. He's going to have to be a bit of a tyre whisperer. Might be a bit angry towards the end. Adding up to P4. So probably just that what happens if one has a party, so you don't all get the game sound thing popping up. If no one joins in that party for so long, it kicks it off and then just put it back to game sound. So I just had to switch that back. Also need to have a party for the podiums afterwards. One turn I've not mentioned, I found the name funny, was turn 1. It's called Elf. I don't think it's anything to do with Christmas. It's probably some Spanish translation for it. If I remember correctly, it wasn't Elf, something to do with cars. I'll have to have a look back at that in a bit. Oh yeah, Alf was an oil. That's probably what it was named after. Gaming Minion has got a warning, he's got a penalty. What's happened to Gaming Minion? I mentioned the technical issues. I wonder if that's what's happened. It's either that or he's had a come into with somebody. That's why Dark March managed to get past him now to P9. Lato, the 1:14.4, the fastest lap on the mediums. Lato just had to pull out, then he was tempted for a move on Ali and thought just better of it. It wasn't quite alongside to go for it. Apologies for me losing my voice. I'll be on the old honey and lemon afterwards. So you potentially might not be hearing my voice next week. It is my son's birthday. So I need to find out what's happening for that. We might have to have a stand-in next week. So that'll be confirmed on the Discord. There's a potential I might have a voice as well. Yeah, last week I definitely did need the help from Gavin who jumped in, so I was thankful for that. So me aware I had a bit of a bad kidney infection, still not fully got over it. So we've got Towley there. What happened there with, I think was Betcher moving that way for the fast ones then, or did he have a bit of a bump? I was looking at the car, just noticed it in the background. DK left the session. We'll just have to pop him an invite quickly. I'm hoping he's not had a power issue like I just said, because that would be horrible for him. I've just popped him another invite. Hope he can get back in. So DK is sitting in P8 at the minute. Then what Dark Mark did, looking at this, I know DK has an AI at the minute, but the way he pit a little bit earlier has got him a bit closer. He was like 8 or 9 seconds behind some of them. Only 3 behind DK, like 5 behind Brewdog, and probably about 7 or 8 behind Doom. Maybe a little bit of an inroad towards him. Gareth mini-mad his box, who's took them hard 19 laps. And he runs the medium, so that might be interesting to see how he does. It might help the Wednesday guys out. Because I always watch these ones and it never seems to help me on a Wednesday because I just haven't got the pace. Or if I do have a track where I have a bit more pace, I always seem to end up in someone else's ding dong. I mentioned Dark Mark a little bit earlier. He is now up to P7, got past DK. I'm not sure if DK's rejoined. So I've not seen it pop up. Battle for the lead here again. Lato up to P1 again. And now back in P2. Sort of back as it was. These three battling again. Sort of settled down again after all the stops. I wonder if DK is still in AI. I'm not sure. He has dropped another position there to his teammate Gareth. I think it might be AI still, or just the way it's. I'm not sure. I'll go up to this top battle here. We've got Towley for a minute though. He was only a 10th behind Ali. So Ali, he got P2 here as I mentioned last season. He wanted to try and go one better this season. As I mentioned looking at facts earlier, Schumacher and Hamilton have had the best year in real F1, both with 6 wins each. But the lap record and quali record are both held by the older Max Verstappen. Both in 2023 when he had that mental RB. It was 2016 he got his debut victory for Red Bull here as well when he moved up. So a Lato in there, that might be a good omen for him in the Red Bull. I'm not sure if he is in the Red Bull of Max or if Minion, fellow Dutch driver, if he chose Max Verstappen. I'm going to have to stick on board with these top 3 at the minute though. Oh no! Lato has lost it. I don't think that was the curb that chucks you though. Normally it shoots you if it's that glitch. It normally shoots you right across into the other bit of tarmac. So I wonder if he's just dropped that himself. In front of them, Towley's taking the lead. Just where those 2 leaders went now. I think that's where that old crash was I mentioned earlier with Rosberg and Hamilton. Thomas there getting past Master G for P7. So we've not had the greatest attendance tonight, but it's all these drivers that have turned up, the full-time drivers. It's definitely a chance to get some points on some of those above. Like I was saying earlier, Ali, Dark Mark, they wanted to claw back as many points as they can against Massey. So Messi is away. I'm not sure if he's missing next week or if it's just a week thing. Ali's going side by side with Towley. I can see Towley's #1 fan is on the viewer list now, so we're cheering him on. So there with all the banners and streamers. Just looking at the dark mark, I can see he's a lot closer to Gareth. Oh, something come off Gareth's car there. I think the curb. It's either that or I mentioned all the banners and streamers, so it's all the confetti come out of Towley's car too early. Just under 7 laps left. So Towley and Latto both with penalties at the minute. So if Ali cannot get one, he's putting himself in a better position for the win, but you never know what's going to happen. I was just trying to look at the times of Latto as well, since he had that little mini spin. He's not massively managing to catch up. So I wonder if the mediums aren't feeling as good for him. Or I wonder if he just had to a bit of a slow lap because his tyres were a bit too hot. Keep an eye on that times. Someone's having a decent race. Betches up to P8. Oh, Master G then he did a massive slide out of the bag. Oh, who's there in the background? Polystyrene everywhere. Master G's like, can I have extra points for killing polystyrene? So Betches getting a lot closer to Tamas as well. So Betches 3 lap mediums. Tamas is on slightly older hards. So Betches is looks like he's enjoying these mediums. I'll keep an eye on this one, though we'll have to flick up to the lead. It looks like it's very close again. Betches going for the move, flicks out. Oh, a bit of a wheel tap, but he's cleared him up to P7. We'll have to flick up to this top battle. Towley all over the bum of Ali here. Going up the inside. We're on board, you can see how close it is. Yeah, just a bit of a nice alarm going through there. I said, although having that, it will have Towley, he's going to have the DRS going down the straight. He's going to stick like glue to the rear and then go past. And back into the lead for Towley. And it's Tamas. Managed to get past Betches there. But Betches is keeping it in. Nice done by Betches, back into P7. He's just got a little bit more grip with those slightly newer tyres. Evening, Gavin. As you tell, I'm a little bit croaky. I've still not fully got over that kidney infection, but now because my immune system's a bit sharp, I've been picking up all the other bugs from kids' school. Oh, he was bumped a little bit there, Tamas. Whoa, dear. Oh dear. There was a bit of wheel bump in there, so that'd be one potentially for the stewards to have a look at. If Tamas is wanting to put that in. I don't think he's going to lose too much because I don't think Minion's going to get past, is it? He might just. Yeah, he's going to lose out to Minion. Tamas falling down to P12 now. Back to Ali and Towley. See Gavin cheering on Betches. Betches is having a top race up in P7. Tried a slightly different strategy, but it's definitely working for him. This one star only back in a minute. As I mentioned earlier with Lato, his time is dropping off slightly. It definitely is that point where the mediums aren't quite as good as the hards now. Unless he has some super laps towards the end and the others have a bit of a ding dong or a bit of a falling out. Looks like Lato will have to settle for the third place on the podium. Potentially one more than worse than that, potentially, because Dumar's only 2.5 seconds behind. And Lato's got 3 seconds, I believe. We'll have a look. Yeah, 3 seconds. As it looks at the minute, well, Betches will be keeping where he is as well. He's got 3 seconds, and the other 2 guys behind him on 6. Yeah, but I bet you potentially driver of the day as well. He's up 5 positions before he started. So Tamas did have that damage. He's had to put some softs on. Potentially some extra points for Tamas if he can pull off a fastest lap. Two closest battles have got the lead, and then this one with Whitey and Master G. Did we slightly too far back to go for a move, or is he going to send one? Not quite. Here's one we saw in F1 in real life, I think last season. We had some drivers that were just a bit, what's the word, elbows out. They were just sometimes went for a move. I think they were slightly further closer than that though. Gareth doesn't want that. 3 seconds for Gareth. Is that his first? Yes, his first. He's lost his bonus there. He's also put himself within the reach of Dartmark. Swapping places for the lead again. Ali back up to P1. Like we mentioned throughout the race earlier, he wants to go one better than last season. Ooh, but he's picked up 3 seconds. Yes, they're all on 3 seconds now. There's someone who might be seeing this and thinking, if I can put my foot down and catch him massively. He's got a bit of a job on his hands over 3 laps. Dumar. I think last week we only had 4 drivers that had the extra bonus point, and it's looking that way. It's game same tonight. Dumar, Dartmark, Brewdog and Tamas. So Towley's going for the move on Ali. So it would have come down to who on that very final lap is going to have that. They're all going to be using their brains like, what lap do I need to be behind him so I can get the run? I think they're all getting into traffic as well, potentially. Yeah, Towley's catching up with DK. I think DK might still be an AI. Don't know if he managed to get back in. So Ali right behind with the DRS. I'm not sure with the detection. I'm guessing it's before the bend for that corner. Let's have a look. Yeah, DRS detection is a little green dot, isn't it, on the map, so yeah, before the bend, that's where it's picked up. Gaming Minions box, and I wonder if he'll be going for softs. He'll be going for the fastest lap. Have we got the right way? Yeah, he's gone for softs. So Minion will drop to P13 there. But he's thinking, well, I can get, if I can pull this off, I'll get some extra points. Oh, I'm not sure what's happened there. Tamas is cutting the lawn. I wonder if he was letting some drivers by, possibly. Not too sure though. Towley and Ali, they've been at it all evening. Yeah, Lato's mediums definitely went some laps back. 7 seconds behind the two now. I noticed, well, we haven't got the JJ fan club in tonight. Ali's going for the move now. As I was saying, he was just biding his time for that last lap. Because Towley's now either going to have to go this other DRS zone, or try and get him before the line right at the end. Might come down to a bit of a ERS who's got the more ERS left. And at the minute, Ali's got slightly more. Going to be a very interesting one to watch towards the end. I'll keep on this battle. See further down, Master G's done Whitey. That's for P8 down there. But I can't go away from this battle as we come round for on this final lap. Looks like Ali might just pinch it coming around this final corner. And Ali takes the win. He has got one better than last season. Towley in P2. Looks like Lato's going to take P3, but he might not because Dumar in the penalty situation. Yeah, Dumar takes it. P3 for Dumar. Lato P4. Gareth P5. Yeah, Dartmark's just couldn't quite get in that penalty of Gareth there. Looks like Betcher's going to get P7. Amazing race by Betcher's. Whitey's come around now. Whitey and Master G are side by side. I missed up there. Whitey finished 9th. It must have been very close. I was going to have a look at the time, and that's when it ended. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, Betcher's driver of the day. I think he started pretty close to the back. I don't think he wasn't last. That was Minion. He's definitely done well to get up there. P7, I think it was. As I mentioned earlier, we can only get the Xbox people in, unfortunately, with the system I'm using. So it'll be Towley, Dartmark, and possibly Brewdog if Brewdog's able to join. Just get those in now. So all the time is Tamas got the fastest lap as well. Missed that 1:13.4, I think that was. Just waiting for a few drivers to join. I see Towley's in. Have you included your audio, Towley? I'll switch it to. I'll have a look. It might have turned it off when it kicked me out the party during the race. I think that's what's happened. Yeah, it should come up now for you. I can see the Dark Mark has joined as well. Hopefully he's got the button for the audio. Is that button up there for you, Dark Mark?
Yeah.
I think it's just yourself tonight. Brewdog was the other one invited, but I don't think he's joining. I'll start off with yourself, Dark Mark. A P6 for yourself tonight. How did you find that after? I noticed in qualifying you didn't quite probably weren't as high as you wanted in qualifying, but you seemed to a different strategy in the race and got up there a bit better in the race.
Yeah. Something didn't feel right with my setup tonight. I'm not sure what it was. Probably the fact that I haven't updated it since about July last year. Because I don't do practice. Everyone knows that. And the fact that I only walked in the door at 8:30, so I didn't get to do any practice. I just jumped in the lobby and went. Sort of my own worst enemy, really. That lap I did in qualifying was absolutely flat out. I couldn't go any quicker than that. And then in the race, just tried to do my usual sort of undercut and see if I could get some people. A little bit gutted at the end with Gareth getting his penalty. I thought I might have been able to just keep in it with his tyres starting to drop off. They were noticeably dropping off as well.
Yeah.
Because I was keeping with him for a fair few laps. And then he just slowly edged away. But then I started catching again, and that's when his tyres started dropping. But I just couldn't quite get it. I think my hards at the end there were like in the 50s on the left-hand side. So they were pretty knackered. P6 is probably the best I was going to get tonight. I can't grumble.
Yeah,
But what I will say, and sod my result, what a result for Betches. That's a quality result for him, P7.
I even said before the game with him driver, I said he's definitely got to be driver of the day.
Oh, definitely. Hands down. Yeah, great result for him. And that's something that has been long coming. Because people that were in the league when Betches first joined know he's got pace. But obviously with all the health difficulties he's had, it's really knocked him for 6. And he's been down the bottom where he doesn't deserve to be. When he first joined, he was my pace, So hopefully he's starting to turn a corner and he can be up there more regularly.
Because I don't know if he's trying to be funny in the chat or not. He's put what a blinder. I know. But Gavin was cheering.
Is that a
on
tumbleweed
as well,
moment or
tumbleweed?
Yeah, but no, great result for Betches, and fair play to the top guys. They were in their own little group. There's nothing I could have done to even touch them tonight. I was in the bottom group and managed to come out pretty much on top of that. So I can't complain.
But I definitely give you some points to catch up a little bit towards Massey with them not being here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it was sort of damage limitation really with my qualifying and I just didn't have the pace. There's not really any beating around the bush. I just didn't have the pace tonight. Not sure why, as I say, probably the old setup and the fact that I don't really get time to practice. So maybe one day I'll actually be able to do some practice and update my setups and I might be a bit more competitive. But as for tonight, it was just, I got the best out of it that I could.
Just before I go on to Towley, Betcher says thanks, Cuz, as well. So it's big thank you to you.
Yeah, so it's well deserved. Great result for him.
Definitely congratulations on that P6 for yourself.
Yeah, cheers.
Let's go to Towley now. P2 for yourself tonight. So you kept swapping with Ali all throughout that race, but you just edged it. I think it was the lap just before the final lap, and you just managed to keep it. So
he was very
smart. For yourself tonight.
He was a very smart boy. I was going to do the same thing as him and just sit behind him till lap 33 and then pass him on the start finish. But I thought, I'll go a lap early, see how it went. And if he did get past me, I knew I had enough pace to catch him over the top of the hill. But I didn't make a mistake. I just turned in a bit early and the back end slid. Otherwise, I think I could have got him on that little DRS straight at the top of the hill. But it was a great race. I can't fault it, mate. I made a few mistakes. Outbrake myself a few times, but yeah, it was good race, really good pace, and yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it.
As I noticed at the beginning with when Lato's on the softs himself with you two, there was like a 3-4 way battle at the beginning. It was quite a mental torch that for like 5 or 6 laps.
Yeah, because we had, I think it was DK and was it Domar? Was the other driver?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just sat in a DRS train, a bit like last night at Austria with me, Mark, and Spread. But yeah, it was a really good race. Can't complain at all. It's good points, good practice.
I was going to ask with DK, did he manage to rejoin? Because I didn't see it pop back up. I don't know if he had the same issue as he had last night. I know it kicked him out and he sort of just fell down.
I have my ideas on why this happens, but we won't go into it.
Okay. Because I can see Betcher's still in the chase. He's telling Gavin Bass to come back.
Gavin should.
I wonder so. Because I think the reason he left was a bit of an issue with Mr. Apex, but definitely if he does want to come back, his space is still available.
Yeah, he should still come back and race Mondays though.
Because I just had a look now for next week. It's Mexico, the old Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez for yourself for round 14.
Oh,
what
Mark's
are you guys both thinking of that?
Well, Marcus is sat there rubbing his hands.
Is Darmar still there?
Yeah, I am, but I forgot to unmute my mic. So yeah, that was a phenomenon last time I raced there. Yeah, I probably won't be able to repeat the feat again. So, but I don't mind. I don't mind Mexico. I don't mind it.
Was that where you got P? Was it P2 on that one? If I remember correctly.
Was it P2?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you almost had the win, didn't you?
Oh yeah,
blinded strategy, hard to the rain.
Yeah, the P2.
I'm not sure if Massey's back on this week. I know he's away in Spain. I know at the end of next week he's definitely in England, but I don't know at the beginning of next week.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So might be another chance to catch some points up if he's not.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So just before I do during the stream, we've got Gaza 2005. So Gareth, who raced tonight, is doing the Wednesday commentary, and I have fixed the old Nightbot now, so he's saying that Skin Shaggy is the new full-time commentator for Saturday, and he's doing the old Super Saturday round around this track as well. The old 100% of Spain. I don't know if you're around for that one, Dark Mark.
No, I'm not.
That should be an interesting 100. I wonder how many times that curb's gonna chuck people. I think he did it once tonight, from what I saw.
Oh no, done it more than that.
Oh, I only caught one on the stream. That was Lato.
It did it to me in qualifying.
And
I physically saw it do it to at least 2 people during the race. So yeah, stupid shit glitch.
Yeah, you'd think they would fix it, but I think they thought they're just focused on the new game now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not bothered.
Because some of you, if you have signed up for the old, is it beta testing? There's a new weekend. You might check your emails. This weekend, some people have been invited again.
Ooh.
So they're giving it from Friday till Monday. Yeah, I was just saying, I'm not sure if I'm going to be here next Monday. It's my youngest son Nash's birthday next Monday, so I'll have to confirm in the old Discord. So definitely, congratulations, you two, and a big thank you to everyone that's tuned in tonight. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
Cheers.
Good night.
Cheers, mate.